Welcome to BizJet TV. My name is Fabrizio Poli. In today's episode, we're going to concentrate on aircraft under 20 million. We're not going to go that low because there are other videos on this channel of aircraft under 10 million and 5 million and 1 million. So we're going to pretty much sit between 10 and 20. We're going to be looking at larger cabin aircraft from the Gulfstreams to the Bombardiers and that. And this is what we're going to be talking about today. And there's a little surprise on the market at the end of the episode, which will give you some very important information and hopefully encourage you to start to look considerably at owning and operating your own private jet. Well, let's get straight into it. If you haven't subscribed to BizJet TV, this channel is all about private aviation, and give us a thumbs up and comment below after this video. That helps us to get the word out there and spread the word about BizJet TV. We're here to educate you. We're here to teach you that the business jet is a business tool and not a luxury item. So let's get straight into it. Off we go. So, markets out there for private jets right now. It's more and more interest. We've seen a lot of jets start to move at the bottom end of the market, so the smaller jets, to do smaller local kind of flights, like within Europe, the London to Paris and back, day flights and that. There's more and more people looking at that kind of thing. Aeroplanes that can fly from San Diego to Dallas and all that kind of stuff. But now what we're going to look at today is those below 20 million, and we're going to look at some larger cabin aircraft just to give you an idea, because there's some interesting bargains right now, because the higher end of the market, the sort of global range aircraft haven't been flying much because of the restrictions, because of lockdown. And so there's some really good opportunities right now. So we're going to start off with the Gulfstreams. We're going to look at the Gulfstream G450 and the G550. The Gulfstream G550 is the top of the range, and now you can pick these up for under 20 million. The 2011 G550 with about 3,500 hours for $17.5 million. You can pick up a 2008 G550 with over 5,000 hours for about just over $15.5 million. So that's the G550, and that's got a range of about 6,900 nautical miles, so a nice long range. Carries 15 people comfortably, sometimes even more. Of course, more people you carry, less the range. Then we've got the G450, which is a bit shorter version of the 550. Same cockpit, same qualification for the pilots. Range of 4,300 nautical miles. This is a good aeroplane, and you can pick these up for like $14.5 million of 2011 with about 2,000 hours. And if you go, for later models like 2009, you can pick these up for about $11.5 million. So it's a good price for an aeroplane with quite a bit of range. Now we move into the Bombardier Global Express 5000 and the Global 6000. Global 5000's got about 5,000 nautical mile range, while the 6000 has about 6,000 nautical mile range, or just over. You can pick up the Global 5000s today, 2010 for about 13 million, the 2005 for under $8.5 million, with about 4,000 hours on it. So that's an interesting one. The Global Express also has a larger cabin than the Gulfstreams, and so people tend to sort of like those that really want a larger spacious cabin tend to gravitate towards the Global Express more than the Gulfstream. But they're both very good airplanes, and sometimes it really is down to taste. The Global 6000s, they were over 20 million, and now because they haven't been moving much, we're now seeing the prices drop below 20 million. You can pick them up for 18.5 to 19 million, like a 2014, 2015 or 2013 with about 2,000 to 3,000 hours on it. Again, specifics are important. The status of the interior, the avionics, how this has been flown, and that's we really need to get specific, and that really gives us the correct number for this airplane. And we have to also see what realistically is happening in the market. Suddenly people start to pay lower money for these aircraft, the price will drop. You only need one owner to accept 17 million for an airplane that was quoted at 18.5, and suddenly that resets the market to 17 million and brings the price of everybody else's planes down as well. And that does happen sometimes. We move into Dassault with their Falcon series. They have the Falcon 7X, which is the top of the range. You can pick up for under 20 million. This type of airplane is a sort of plane that's liked by people that like kind of slick designs, as you can see. 5,700 nautical mile range. You can pick them up out of C-Check. These days anywhere between $15 to $18 million, which is a good buy. May need a new interior at that price, and again it all depends on the condition of the airplane. We then move on to the Falcon 900 series, where got about 4,800 nautical mile range. There's different variants from the older 900Bs to 900EX. Then they start to put winglets on these things to give them a bit more range. But you can pick up, a 900EX with 4,200 hours for about 12 million, which is a good buy. Then we move into the Falcon 2000 LX, which has got less range. I'm talking about just over 3,000 to 4,000 miles, depending on the variant of the Falcon 2000 you buy. And you can pick those up for about $12 million. Then we go on to Embraer, the Brazilian manufacturer. They have the Legacy 450 and Legacy 500 with about 2,800 and 3,100 nautical mile range respectively. They are pretty much the same aeroplane, 500 with a bit more range. And you can pick these up for anywhere between $13 to $15 million. So a bit smaller than the other ones we've quoted, a bit less range, but still quite a spacious cabin, modern, very quiet inside, which is why it's liked by a lot of clients. So this is really round about what you can buy. Bear in mind, once you buy the aircraft, you've also got the operating costs of these airplanes, and that will depend on many factors, depending on where you're based, depending on how many pilots you employ, how much your hangar rental costs, your insurance and all that kind of stuff. And so we really need to get specific when we get onto that. And that's just to give you an idea of what you can buy under $20 million. Lots of opportunity right now. And coming out of lockdown and this virus thing, more and more people are gravitating towards private jet ownership. Just a new piece of news, NetJets have decided to increase their fleet by almost 30%. So they're going to be placing orders in the next few weeks for new aircraft, because they're predicting the private jet market is going to go up. So the question is, are you going to fly private, or are you going to let your competitors fly private and beat you at the game of business? It's really down to you there. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of BizJet TV. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, I encourage you to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Comment below. We'd love to hear your suggestions. This video came out with suggestions from one of you. Thank you very much. And check these other videos on the different private jets that are out there in the market. You need to do your homework. And if you want to speak to us at Kaizen Aerospace, just ping us a message, and we can schedule you in for a call and see how we can help you with your private jet acquisition and management. That's all from Fabrizio Poli on BizJet TV, and I'll see you on the next one.